How about you, everybody? Truckin Rob coming at you here. We're going to make a video. It's video time. How about that? This one here, boy, it just might rustle some jimmies. And you know what? I don't care. I think the jimmies need to be rustled on this one. So, if you get offended, hey, that's on you. But I want to talk to everybody about training. Pretty sore subject out here on the road. And I tell you what, I have a little bit of place to talk about it. I trained for 2 years. I did my time. I have some very good, successful students out there. I have a small handful that it just wasn't for them. Trucking was not for them. They quit. They hung it up. Whatever. But I've got some really good, really successful ones. And with that being said, I want to talk to you guys about it. I get a lot of questions. I see a lot of posts on Facebook of people that are, they're asking me my opinion on training, what it's like to be a trainer. Should I become a trainer? The list is long of those kind of questions, you know. And then a lot of posts and comments about the bad trainers that are out here. Some of the trainers that I've seen shouldn't be driving, period. Much less trying to teach someone. Okay? I don't get it. What's going on out here, and I'll tell you, within the past few years, about 5 years, I've seen trucking is rapidly going to shit as far as the quality of drivers that are out here. And the reason for that is training. Poor training. Poor trainers. People that should not be training, that people that shouldn't even be driving a truck should definitely not be training. Okay? But they're trainers, and they have a student, and they're teaching them what they know, you know. For example, I really don't like to company bash or anything, but I give credit where credit is due. So, was it CRST that started, I believe you can be a trainer after 3 months, something like that. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers, guys, so don't hold me on that. But everybody knows it's a ridiculously short amount of time. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I want to say CRST did the 3 months thing. And now a driver that just has his permit is allowed to drive while his trainer is in the sleeper. Okay, the trainer doesn't have to be in the jump seat over here, riding along with him. He can be asleep. He can be asleep. They're driving as a team. A student driver with only his learner's permit can be driving an 80,000-pound missile while his trainer's in the back sleeping? Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, wow. Wow. And now, what is it? CR England has just followed up with that also. Where like I just said, that's freaking ridiculous, man. I mean, first off, my first beef with training is, we'll call it rookies training rookies. You know, if you can become, at most of these big box companies, I'm not going to name them all. Y'all know them all. Most of these box companies, that again, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, what have you, you're qualified to become a trainer. Now, I've been driving a little over 10 years. I know I said 12, but I forgot I took some time off there. I've been driving 10 years, and I was a trainer for 2. And I'll tell you what, in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, we'll shoot high. We'll just call it 9 months. All right. Most of y'all know it's 6 months, but we'll just, for the benefit of the doubt, we'll say you can be a trainer after 9 months. What the hell do you know after 9 months? Even a year? what the hell do you know that you can teach somebody? I mean, chances are you haven't even driven through a winter yet. You haven't driven one winter. You haven't really experienced anything bad. Usually after about 3 to 6 months or so, I call it the cocky phase. After three months or so, you get cocky out here behind the wheel. You get real cocky. You've been to a few places, a few of the same places a couple times. You're comfortable. You kind of know where you're going just a little bit, but you haven't experienced anything. Nothing bad anyway. You've never been in a jackknife situation. Hell, most of these new drivers and even the trainers don't even know that there's 2 different kinds of jackknives. What? There's 2 different kinds of jackknives? Yeah. You got your tractor jackknife and your trailer jackknife. A lot of them don't know that, guys. Trust me. I've asked them. They don't know. A lot of drivers have no freaking clue that there's 2 different... They just think that a jackknife is when the trailer turns around, which, that's the number one, but you've got a tractor jackknife too. But they don't know that. So if they don't know that, how can they teach how to respond to what's going on? They can't, because they've never done it. They haven't driven in a winter. They haven't done anything. They haven't had any, maybe they've had a couple close calls, but that's about it. The bottom line is rookies training rookies. This shit's got to stop. It's got to stop. I've seen more stupid shit in the past 3 years than I've seen in my whole 10 years. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad. And something's got to change out here. Everybody's jumping up and down about changing rules on e-logs, mandates on e-logs, and I'm all for that. I'm with you on that. But something that's got to change is this training program. Now, I'm sure most of you agree. If it was up to me, if I was in charge of it all, I'd say 2 years minimum. 2 years. Absolute minimum. Preferably 5. Before you can even be considered to be a trainer. That's it. That's what I think. But, what do I know? What do we know? What do you know? Right? We don't know nothing. We're just big dummy truck drivers. But we're the ones out here. Our families are the ones out here that are driving next to this 80,000 pound missile with a student training another student, basically. 3 months, training 3 months, training 3 months, training 3 months. This guy's been driving for 3 months, and now he's training this guy, and then this guy's driving. Once he drives for 3 months, he can be a trainer. It's 3 months. It's never going to stop. There's no experience that's injected anywhere in this program. It's all just rookies. Rookies training rookies. Parking at the fuel island, being an asshole. I'm not going to go into it all. You guys see everything that goes on out here on the road. So this video shouldn't be this long about this stuff, but it's a point that I want to make. It's something that I feel is important out here. And the point that I want to get, really, back to when I get questions, people ask me all the time, what was training like? Should I be a trainer? My number one question is, how long you been driving for? Number one question. How long have you been driving for? And if they say, 2 or 3 years, been out here about 3 years, man. Okay. All right. Good deal. Now, question number 2, why? Why do you want to be a trainer? If it's for money, strictly money, because these big box companies, they'll fluff it up and, you see a big poster on the wall, earn up to $300 more a week. Keywords are up to. Always watch those words, up to. Those keywords, up to. Earn up to $300 a week. Be a trainer. Be a mentor. Blah, blah, blah. $300 a week. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you're doing it for money, don't do it. Don't do it. Especially if you're a lease driver or an owner-op. Absolutely not. Not for that kind of money. Not for that kind of money at all. Because a lot of these guys, all they see, they're blinded. They just see that $300 or $400, whatever. It ain't much. It ain't enough. You're wearing the shit out of your tires. You're wearing the shit out of your truck. You're wearing the shit out of the transmission, the brakes, anything, everything. Premature maintenance, premature repairs, premature maintenance, and God forbid that student wrecks your truck, hits a pole, hits another truck, has a boo-boo. They make a boo-boo. That's you. Most of these companies out here are not going to pay for damages to the truck. It's you. You're the trainer. Let me ask you, is that $300 a week extra that you make, is that going to pay for your tires, the boo-boo, anything extra on the truck? If you've been driving long enough, if you've been driving at least 2 years, you should know the answer is hell no. That's not even going to touch it. That's not even going to touch it. But that's what they play on with these new guys coming through here that have been driving 3, 6, 9 months. They don't know. They don't know the expenses to repair the trucks, the maintenance. They don't. All they do is just throw money. Oh, earn up to $300 more a week. Oh, yeah. That's a good deal, man. I'm going to be a trainer. Got him. Got him. Got another one, guys. We got another trainer here. It's only been driving 3 months. We got him. No. Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it. Like I said, my number one question is how long you've been driving. Number 2, why? Okay? Now, when I trained, I was making good money. I did it because I saw the decline of trucking. Okay? I questioned myself if I was ready to be a trainer after 7 years. After 7 years, I questioned myself. No, it was about 6 years. 6 years, I questioned myself if I was ready to train, if I knew enough to train somebody. And I saw the decline of trucking. It's getting a little worse out here, and I wanted to do something good. Okay? I wanted to do my part, teach a few students, get some good damn truck drivers out here, start making a change, even if just one at a time. If I could put 10 students out here, then I did my job. I did my time. I did my good deed for trucking. Okay? I enjoy teaching. As you've seen, go back and watch my very first video, my introduction video. This is why I'm making videos. You guys see my securement videos, all sorts of how-to videos, and I'm still going. Here's another video about training. I enjoy teaching. You know, I just can't train anymore. I mean, I'm qualified to train. Well, frankly, this company I'm with now, they don't train. So, no students, no nothing. I'm done. I did my time. You know, but I enjoy teaching. And so I'm making videos now. It's a lot safer. But back on the point, you know, if you guys want to be a trainer because you really do enjoy teaching people and you want to make a change and you have a lot of patience and can keep your cool and be a professional and understand that there's going to be extra expenses, tires, maintenance. They might have a boo-boo. They might make a boo-boo and back into something and mash up something. It's probably going to happen, okay? As long as you're cool with that and you're not doing it strictly for the money, by all means, go be a trainer. Do the right thing. Teach them good. All right? But if you're just seeing dollar signs, please don't do it. Don't do it. It's not there, okay? You're going to get a student, And if you're just in it for the money, the first couple bad weeks that you're going to have, because this is trucking. Y'all know shit happens out here. Back to point. If you've been out here long enough, you know that shit happens. That's up and down, up and down. You'll have a good week, okay week, and then you'll have a bad week. Sometimes, you'll have bad days, bad weeks, bad months, bad years. Shit, I've had bad years, and it happens, okay? But if you have a student that's not so good, he's not getting it too much, he's kind of slow or whatever, he's a good guy, a good girl, and you like them, but they're just taking a little bit more time to learn how to shift and kind of really getting on your patience, getting on your nerves, and you're not running the miles, you're not pounding out the miles like you need to get that extra money to pay for the maintenance and all that stuff, right? If you don't have the patience for it, don't do it. If you get frustrated really easy, don't do it. Okay? Company guys that want to train, absolutely. If you're a company guy and you can be a trainer and you have the experience, don't go off of what I said of 2 years. That's my opinion. And I'm sure it's a lot of other people's opinions too, of 2 years minimum, absolute minimum. But if you're a company driver and you're comfortable with it, you've got the patience, you've got the, everything I just mentioned before, go ahead and do it. Do good. Go do good things, because the company drivers, the company pays for the maintenance on the truck, okay? You don't have to pay for anything. You just have to hang out and train. It gives you more time to train, okay? You're not really worried about the bad things that are going to happen, okay? It's the lease and the owner ops that it can get bad real quick, okay? You can lose quite a bit of money. You can make some money. You'll get a good student every now and then that used to have his license, his or her license. They let it go. They know how to drive the truck, okay? They're just coming in to get back into trucking. There's a lot of those guys coming through that used to drive. They know what they're doing. They're a little bit, you got to scrape the rust off of them and give a light coat of oil on them, and they're back to trucking, man. They're grabbing gears and watching their mirrors and everything. They're good to go. Those guys, there's some out there. They're pretty rare. You can make some decent money, with very little stress. Very little stress. But these new guys coming through, we're getting millennials that are coming through. Good Lord. I've got some stories about some of the younger guys that have come through and wanted to drive a truck, and man, hell of stories. But those are front porch just drinking beer stories. I'm not going to go into that on a video. But you can do good things. A lot of guys like to complain out here that it is rookies training rookies, training rookies, training rookies. And some of y'all might think that that's what this video was about, of me crying and whining and whatever about training rookies and whatever, and they're interpreting how they want to. But the guys that are really out there complaining about it, if you ask them if they would ever be a trainer, oh, these goddamn rookies out here, rah, rucka, 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 rah, 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 rah. Hey, driver, why don't you, would you ever consider being a trainer? Oh, hell no, I ain't gonna be a trainer. Well, then shut the hell up, If you're so damn experienced, if you've got so much experience, and you're screaming for change, go be a trainer. Go train these guys. Make a change. Do something good. All right. Granted, like I said, this company I'm with now, there is no training. It doesn't exist. Okay. Some of you guys that I just pointed that at, hey, if you're at one of those companies where there ain't no students, then hey, I'm sorry. Okay. Train in other ways. Train in the truck stops. Help somebody back into a hole that you see that's struggling, okay? Instead of taking a video and putting it on Facebook and laughing and pointing and yelling, kicking and screaming, get out and help them, Maybe you can teach them something, okay? It's not necessarily just babbing them back in the hole. Sit there and talk to them for a minute. But if they tell you to piss off, then by all means piss off and watch them. Go ahead and video it, you know. Say, hey guys, I asked this guy if he needed some help, and he told me to piss off, so let's watch him, you know. Hey, what are you going to do? You know, you offered to help the guy. So you can't help those that don't want help. You know, you guys know that. But basically my point on that last part is don't bitch about it unless you want to try to make a change out here. Hopefully that makes some sense. You know, make a change. Don't cry about it. Do your thing. But all right, that's a bit about it for rambling. Kind of ranting on it a little bit about trainers. You know, again, to recap, if you enjoy teaching, go ahead and do it. Okay, but if you're doing it strictly for the money, by all means, please don't do it. Don't do it. All right, and if any of y'all know any of the higher ups, any of the upper echelon guys there that we can pass some kind of bill to where you've got to have a minimum of 2 years of experience to be even qualified for a trainer, hit me up. I'd like to see that in action. That's something worth fighting about. It really is, because it's getting bad out here, guys, for obvious reasons. Rookies training rookies. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Yeah, do your thing. Be the professional out here. Set the example. Be the professional. Help your brothers and sisters, like I always say. And try to do the right thing. All right? Okay, guys. I'll talk to you later.